So we're wrapping up the dumpster fire. That is the penultimate book of the Torah. Yes, sir. We're closing out Numbers today. Gosh, I hate that word. So you hinted that there's a happy ending to this one. Yes, but before we jump to the joyous conclusion, Moses needs to go through some major trials and challenges. You make it sound like Moses is on the hero's journey. Oh yeah, absolutely, except he's not. Oh, yeah, not even close. Moses' role is more like that of a juggler with a dozen plates spinning in the air, and if one of them crashes to the ground, it represents hundreds, if not thousands, of Israelite deaths. Oh my God, that sounds so stressful. It is. Stressful enough that Moses is suicidal. Holy smokes. Yeah, Moses complains that leading 600,000 people is just too much for one man, and he asks God to simply kill him. He wants to commit suicide by deity. The strain is just too much, sir, so God relents and he spreads out the burden among 70 other elders. That's nice, but why didn't God do that from the outset? I don't know. Well, okay then. So while that has eased some of the pressure, Moses is still dealing with a lot of opposition. From who? Remember how that reconnaissance party brought back an unfavorable report about the chances of vanquishing the local kingdoms? Of course, 10 of the 12 scouts thought it was a hopeless task. Exactly, and it's their defeatist attitude that has so many of the people opposing Moses' leadership. Well, I see. So Moses talks to these guys? I don't understand. Does Moses ask the scouts to reevaluate their assessment? Caleb and Joshua were sure the Israelites could prevail, so does Moses convene a panel of the original 12 scouts and listen to their points and counterpoints? No. Maybe Moses could send out another recon team. You can never have too much information for this sort of thing. Yeah, no, he's not going to do that. Well, how does Moses handle these 10 men? Does he just issue a gag order? No, God murders them. Oh, okay, murder. Why didn't I think of that? Because you're a mere mortal. God is super smart. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. And God found their lack of faith disturbing. How does the community react to 10 of their beloved sons being killed for trying to do their jobs? They mourn bitterly, but clearly they get the message because they're finally ready to kick some Canaanite and Amalekite butt. Hot dog. I'll bet God is tickled pink that his ridiculous nincompoops are finally showing some backbone. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But no, Moses tells them that if they attack, they'll be disobeying the Lord. What? I thought the whole point was God wanted them to invade and attack these people. It is, but now that they're willing, God won't support them. But why not? Because that's what I wrote. Oh, okay. So do they attack or not? They do, and they get their asses beat all the way back to Horma. Where's that? Do you really care? No, I was just trying to be polite and act interested. Thanks for that. You're welcome. So Moses' next challenge comes from a major uprising of community leaders. Oh no, several men band together to unseat him from power? 253 of them. Whoa, Nelly. So with such overwhelming dissent, it's going to be impossible for Moses to overcome such an insurrection. Actually, it's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yep. God tells the 3 ringleaders to present themselves and their families to him. Oh, whew. What? The way that started, it sounded like another mass execution was underway. Did it? Well, yeah, but when you said families, God opens the ground underneath their feet and they're buried alive. Oh my God! Yes, all 3 men, their wives, their children, and their little ones, all buried alive. That is absolutely horrifying. Do the other 250 men learn the lesson and get back in line? We'll never know because God sends flames from heaven and they're burned alive on the spot. Holy shit! God's in a smiting mood today. Boy, you can say that again. And to commemorate this holy occasion, God has the censers these men were carrying repurposed and hammered in sheets over the altar. Oh, that's nice. Does he have their heads placed on the end of a pike as well? No, the remains are very charred, apparently. Oh, that's too bad. It would have made the scene look like something out of a Frank Frazetta print. Frank who? So, wow, that mass immolation was quite the exclamation point. Oh, we're not done yet. There's more horror to come? Okay. Yeah, the people blame Moses for all those violent supernatural deaths. They think Moses opened up the ground and summoned fire from the sky. Yes. So very, very stupid these people are. Yep. And God is determined to annihilate them all. Oh no. Is Moses able to talk God out of yet another mass murder? Apparently it's too late for that. But a last-second offering of incense keeps all but a little of God's latest plague from slipping out. Well, that was close. So only a few people are killed? Yeah, only 14,700. 14,000? It's fine. Calm down. Jiminy Christmas! The consequences of that must be colossal. There's absolutely nothing in the text about it. Wow. Yep, the very next chapter is just some boring stuff about a staff that really isn't very interesting. Despite there being no repercussions in the text, surely all this violence and terror has had some effect on the population. Now that you mention it, that would explain a lot, especially as so much of it is coming from God himself, abundant in grace and love. Maybe that's why the Israelites turned to another God just a few chapters away. They turned to another God after they've experienced how Yahweh responds to that sort of thing? Are they insane? No, stupid, remember? Oh yeah. So a bunch of them turned to this god, Baal, in the town of Shittim. Shittim. Oh, grow up. So I'll bet that God isn't too keen on the Baal worship. Bingo. He kills another 24,000 Israelites with yet another plague. Oh, another mass murder. Okay. And one couple gets special treatment from Aaron's grandson, Phineas. Does he make them explode or something? Ooh, that'd be awesome. I was just kidding. So no, Phineas just takes a spear and runs it through this couple simultaneously. A double impalement? How holy. Yeah, God really digs that, and he rewards Phineas handsomely. Gosh, all the violence and terror has really been key to the Israelites developing their character, hasn't it? Phineas certainly embraced it. What other reward does God have in mind for his chosen people? I get the feeling you've been building up to the joyous conclusion that you mentioned before. Indeed, the slaughter and plunder of Midian. This is gonna be good. Yep, the Israelites lay a big old genocide on these people, except they leave some of the women and children alive. Now merciful, but leaving all the women and children alive makes Moses very angry. Oh really? Why? Moses says they followed Balaam's advice to be unfaithful to the Lord. Balaam, the guy who always obeyed God? Yeah, he's a bad guy now, so he's dead. What the f***? So Moses orders all the boys and all the non-virginal women to be massacred. Sounds like Moses has gotten on board the violence train too. Toot toot. And now they divvy up all those luscious young virgin girls. God is so good. Always. I love how God allows us to exploit captive young girls. His eternal, immutable moral nature is above reproach. But what is it? How about non-captive females? I've got my eye on this local girl, but she has no interest in me. Not a problem with the captive slave girls, am I right? Yeah. I sure wish there was a workaround for the local girls, though. We've been working on the next book of the Bible, and we may have something here for you. Really? You got $50?